Hey guys, welcome to another Fushby video. Just while I wait for Anthony to get home and so we can get started recording our very first, or the very first instance in Rift for the Defiant, I just wanted to show you guys a few little features I might upload in a separate video to that dungeon video. So the first feature I actually want to show you guys, which is something I've never seen in an MMO before, is AOE looting. So I'm just going to run through here and pick up a couple of mobs. And I'll get this one too. Now I'll quickly just burn this down. And of course, just so you guys know, I am a tanking spec here, so my damage output's obviously not going to be as high as maybe as one of the DPS specs, but I'll get it down soon. Don't worry. Okay, so now we've got two dead mobs on the ground, and I've got my sparklies, and I got my loot, my little loot icon. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this one, and I've got auto loot on, but what that's done is actually looted both of them for me. I honestly think this is a pretty good time saving thing. I mean, if you're like an AOE class, the ability just to be able to go bang bang and then whooshka, have a loot and it's all done and just in one shot. I mean that's pretty time saving. I mean, I know back in the day when you used to maybe AOE grind in World of Warcraft, and you'd be smashing away at about 10 mobs and CCing them at the same time, keeping them all in a tight group, and then come time to loot them, you'd be going one right click, another one right click, loot that one, and then you have to wait to get all the sparklies gone. In this case, I don't know if there's a limit on how many mobs you can AoE loot, but it was as simple as me going in there and just looting it. Yeah, nice and easy, I reckon. And I think it's going to make life easier for a lot of AoE classes. Me, not so much, but AoE classes definitely. So another thing I just thought I'd quickly show you guys is the talent trees. Now, we've got the talent tree here, and what we got is, I mean, I've gone for Warlord, Paladin, and Reaver. Now, all three of these specs are actually a tanking spec. So my Paladin's more of a raw tanking spec, and my Warlord is more of a buffing tanking spec. And Reaver I haven't explored yet, so I can't give you guys a full rundown. I suggest if you do want a rundown that you actually jump onto the Rift website and just do a bit of a class investigation. There's a massive class list and a massive role list as well, and you can go through it and find out what your class does, its strengths and weaknesses. I'll put a little bit of a link in Anthony's underwear just down below this video, so check it out if you got the time and if you're interested. So just quickly with these classes now, I mean, I've chosen a warrior and I've gone for three tanking souls. Now, if I ever get bored and I want to do a bit of DPS, normally what you think you'd have to do is just go back to your trainer, unlearn all your talents, and relearn it. Well, not in this case, in this game. Now, recently in World of Warcraft, some of you WoW players might remember, they actually released dual specs. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to quickly demonstrate. You can slash purchase a new role from my warrior trainer, go into my talent tree, and now I have a second role. So if I want to switch to that role, I just quickly select it, activate it, and I have three blank soul trees again. And now nothing on my bars and nothing in my spell book. I mean, it is completely blank again. You can obviously create a little hotbar to switch back to your main role. Quickly click it, and bang, I'm back to my normal role. I mean, quick features like that, that's super cool. Look, let's go back and just to see how many looks like we can purchase here. We can purchase four different trees. Now that I'm in my second tree, I just need to click my souls and switch between the available souls I have. Now, obviously, I haven't discovered or unlocked my other soul trees, which you can do via quests in game. So, just to quickly show you, one of my wrong screen. One of my quests here was a warrior based quest, and the quest objectives were is get a plane shard from a rift. I'll show you guys those soon. Tear a hole in a plane of death to draw out the soul. Put down the corrupted Nazim, use the soul siphon on a corpse, and then speak to the person that originally gave me the quest. Now I've actually completed that quest, and that quest is now going to unlock the class Rift Blade. So I'll now be able to once now that I do have my one of my four different spec or two of my four different specs, sorry, I'll now be able to add Rift Blade to my second talent tree here. Now I don't know how long it's going to take to unlock each different soul. Hopefully it won't take too long, and everyone will be able to get four different trees. And I mean, think about it. You get 8 choices to make when you first roll your class, and then so you got 4 trees, and you can make put 3 different souls in each tree. I mean, it's going to make for some interesting combinations. You can have your PvP spec, you can have your raiding spec, and I mean, look, there's DPS classes and tanking classes out there that have buffing roles, and they also have self-management healing roles where the idea is yes, you are a DPS and a buffer, but the idea is your DPS actually does do like a trickle heal to the group. I mean, you might a fight like there might be a high DPS fight or a high AOE damage fight in one of the raids to come. I don't know yet. This game still is in beta, so keep that in mind. But I mean, the ability to be able to switch from one spec to the other spec, which is going to provide maybe less DPS but more AOE healing to your group. I mean, you're going to have endless opportunities to switch between different trees, customize different UIs. I mean, it all changes. It looks like with the different trees. So, I mean, for that to be built into an open release, and keep in mind this is still beta, so I can't say open release because it's not an open release yet. But I'm sure they're not going to take it out of the game. But for this to be in the game's release, pretty awesome. In all honest opinion, that is pretty cool to have. Like I said, 4 different soul trees that you can create. You just have to be able to learn the souls along the way. So if you ever get a quest from your quest giver, I know in other games, quests from your classes, yeah, they're pretty boring. They kind of, you can't do them with your friends. You can't do them in like a little group. You pretty much need to solo them to get them done. I mean, these quests are definitely worth it. You're not getting a reward you're going to replace. You're getting a tree that later will affect your gameplay and increase the amount of enjoyment you'll get from your class. And I mean, the another cool thing of all this, and look, I mean, I keep saying it's a cool feature, is that now that I've rolled my tank, I can go respec my tank all the time. Um, but I mean, the cool thing is I don't need to go re-roll a new character. All I need to do is bang, buy a new soul tree, learn my classes, pick my classes, and away I go. I'm in game. I've got a new role I can fulfill. I mean, I just need to go pick up a two-hander, change my enchants or gemming on my gear again. I don't know if that's a feature in this game, so don't hold me to it. But the ability to be able to just without having to go through all the pain of leveling again, and keep in mind, like, leveling in this game isn't bad. I have enjoyed it so far, but the ability just to go to a trainer, go bang, 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 learn the new upgraded spells, and away you go. I mean, that saved you a couple of days worth of leveling and the pain of it all. So yeah, I mean, sweet features. I'm gonna try and find some more little cool things before this beta's up. I'm gonna try and stockpile on some footage and get some more sweet videos out for you guys. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and please keep recommending. Thanks.